Hey y'all, give me a minute to get set up and then we're going to be ready to talk to you all and everything. I want to send the link to um, Facebook so that you guys know that we are live over there. And we're about to be. I'm also waiting for Linda to come in and join me. Don't you know? I look forward to really talking with you guys tonight. Got a lot of fun stuff planned. And hopefully it's going to be a rip roaring time. Let me get to this page and pull it up. Okay. Let me get ready to share this. Copy link. Hey, you all out there watching? Just getting ready to get started, waiting for Linda to come in and join me. And then we're going to get some topics popping for you guys. Let me get to this Facebook group. Where? Hi. Okay, you guys. Here's that post for you. Hello to the 4 of you out there watching. Got a lot of stuff. Listen, what a week it has been, okay? And I know you all probably have had a week as well. I saw one thing that I wanted to share with you guys that made me think about what it's like when you get really close to the end of the week. And I know this is how a lot of you must be feeling.
I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work tomorrow. I just ain't trying to go to work. I don't want to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work tomorrow. Yo quiero.
I know y'all was feeling that. You don't want to go to work tomorrow, do you? Till tomorrow's Friday. That one more day before you get to the weekend. Lord, that'd be the longest day of the week. Let me just tell you. And people just, oh Lord, why they gotta make us go? Listen, if you guys do me a favor and like the video. There are 4 of you here. I would like to have all 4 of those likes. 1, 2, 3, 4. On de trois, quatre. Okay, just go on and hit the like button. Hit it. I ain't gonna be mad at it. You just hit the like button. What y'all waiting on? But anyway, say what?
Like the video. 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 So we can get on back to the show, y'all. Come on. Stop all that dancing and like the video.
Thank you for those likes. I sure appreciate you. But listen, every time I hit that like the video, y'all gonna like that because you get a chance to dance. Because that's all. That track going hard, ain't it? I know, right? Linda, where you at, girl? Are you out here watching, or you somewhere chatting it up, or where you at, girl? Let me see if I can find you. Because we need to go and get this thing started. Because Sharice out there somewhere watching going on. I wish you would go and get the thing started because I know she out there somewhere. She ain't just not watching at all. She checking in to make sure everything is still everything. So let me check up in here and see if you up in here. Okay. I don't see you. But anyway, until you get here, Linda, I'm just going to have to start without you, baby. You out there in California. But we on this Chicago time down here. Listen to you all. You all had some good stuff going on the page this week. I even got into a little scrape because sometimes I do feel like I'm being picked at because it seems like because it's me and I say something, somebody got to say something back with an attitude just because it's me. But that's neither here nor there. All right, let's get to this first topic for you guys, which will be, let me see. Here's one. Here we go.
So do you think he cooked it?
Jesus ain't cooked no fish.
I didn't say he cooked it.
He passed it out,
The
though.
fisherman could have cooked it. They caught it.
They didn't catch it. They got the fish from the little boy.
Your response? With Jesus,
Jesus ain't.
So, what y'all think? Do y'all think Jesus cooked the fish before he get? This is just a light debate for us to get started while we wait on Linda to come in here. Do y'all think that Jesus cooked that fish or no? What y'all think? Was it sushi or was it a fish fry? Because of course, all the folk of color, y'all want it to be a fish fry. But to other people, he passed it out raw. I mean, and what if he was passing it out raw? Was you gonna eat some of it? I mean, if Jesus passing it out, I'm gonna trust it. If they gonna get me too sick, I mean, he the one was passing it out. So, I would hope to figure that I'm gonna be all right. Y'all say something down in the comment section so I know who is here. I see we got 4 people on here, which we love all 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We love you all. Say a little hi, throw up a little something so that we know you there. I know I did not play the intro to the show because I was trying to wait for Linda, but she didn't make it here. But what y'all think about that? What is your thoughts on that? Do you think it's possible that Jesus had cooked that fish first, or you think that he just passed it out raw and that's it was sushi? What y'all think? Nobody got it all. It's nothing heavy. We're trying to start with something light till Linda get here. I'm gonna text her. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to call her and see where she is. Y'all hold on. Hold on while I make this here call. Hold on. Hold on. Don't y'all listen in, because this ain't for you. This is private. This is private. Shut y'all ears down. Shut y'all ears down. Hey, I was trying to get in touch with your wife. Okay, thank you. Are y'all in our business? We lost 2 of our people. They'll be back. They're gonna come back. Okay, I got you. All right, bye-bye. Okay, so she's headed to her computer now, and then we can get everything kicked off. What y'all been watching on TV? That's what I'd like to know, because I want to do a little review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, going back and talking about some of the things that happened in the first season or so. He cooked the fish and passed out some Lebanon hot. What is Lebanon hot sauce? What is Lebanon hot sauce? For those who may have missed it, let me replay this clip again. This is the question is, did Jesus fry the fish before he served it? So here was the video it was from again.
So do you think he cooked it?
Jesus ain't cooked no fish.
I didn't say he cooked it.
He passed it out
The
though.
fishermen could have cooked it. They caught it.
They didn't catch it. They got the fish from the little boy.
Your response? With Jesus,
Jesus ain't
See? I'm telling y'all, this is about to be a debate for about a good week. Did Jesus cook that fish or not? Or was it sushi? I've only had sushi one time. I don't think I would like to visit it again because it was nothing special. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't want nothing wrong. I'm not even eating the egg till it's been cooked between an inch of this life. And I really do mean that. So Linda should be headed in here soon. And I guess I'm just gonna go backwards and hit my intro so that we have that in here. Lebanon hot sauce came before Louisiana. Also, that's a real thing, you saying? Because I have never heard of Lebanon. Louisiana hot sauce is the only hot sauce I can eat because I really don't like hot food. Really. I just like it to have a little bit of a twang, but not a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So, at either rate, no matter what he did, it said he saved some souls that day because he was passing out them fishes and breads and things. If that's the case, did he? Well, I guess the bread would have been cooked, but that was a good question, though. It just made me laugh. Like, did Jesus cook that fish or did he not? Okay, so Linda, I'm hoping that you are on your way to signing in. I am going to hit the intro, and then I'm just going to deep dive into this show all by myself. Here we go.
Share what you thinking, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, hey, what's on your mind? Hey.
Here we go.
Hey y'all, welcome to So What You Think After Dark, where we're going to talk about some topics, and some of them will even be things that you had submitted on the page this week to put up for discussion, and we'll see what things were kind of hot button issues this week. Always appreciate you guys inputting on the page too, by the way, because it keeps things interesting and keeps it moving. And we really, really appreciate you guys over there. If you have not subscribed to the page yet, please do so, because we're trying to grow this page, because this is actually part of a talk show. It's video, all dressed up, but in between that, we wanted to do some things to kind of keep you guys engaged. And one of the things that we wanted to do was to start to talk about some of the topics that you yourselves have put out there for us every week every day to discuss on the So What You Think page. First topic that's going to be up is something that I found to be interesting, and at the same time, to tell the truth, for many of us in the Black community, is not something new. And that's not to say that other communities don't do it, but I know in our communities that this thing is something that many people have had to face. So this girl, mother, was using her credit, and she decided to press charges.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, because I'm not going to take it no more. I don't have to take this anymore.
So what's more important to you? Your credit or your mother?
I shouldn't have to choose. I should not have to choose between the two.
Well, you gonna choose today. Because
who has to do this? Who doesn't even go to this test? I'm sick of this stuff.
Ooh, her mama picked up that spoon and did like that. I thought, babe, I had to duck out the way myself. I didn't know what was about to go down. That was funny. Her mama said, well, who you gonna choose? She said, you gonna choose today. But what do you all think about that? Do you think that it's right for Linda, the link for you to come in is in your inbox on Facebook in your messenger. Hit that and it should bring you over here. So let me know if that worked or not. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Using your child's credit. Now we all know that that's not something new that that we're all sitting here hearing about. But do you think it was right for her daughter to press charges against her for using her credit? Because let's face it, that's the only way you get out from under things that are on your credit that have no business being there. So was the daughter wrong, do you think, or no? What do you, or do you think that there's rules to it? That if because sometimes parents get into a bad way trying to make it on their own. Maybe the other parent is not as active as they need them to be. So some of them have made the decision to use their kid's name, and they said mama put the lights in their name, or in this case, this woman had, because I saw the other half of it, she had bought a car and I think borrowed some money. And so because of that, her child wasn't able to get money for school. And then at this time, they wanted to buy a house, I guess, and move on and get married or something. And the mother said, well, you could just move in here with us. That's her solution to it. But what do you think about that? Do you think that that there's ever a reason, an excuse, a pass, if you will, to use your child's credit? And if you do you think that there's a protocol to it? Like at least make sure you keep the credit up. But honey, let me tell you something. Usually people that's ruined their credit is gonna ruin yours too. And that is the reason why we do not co-sign for anybody. Mm-mm. You don't co-sign for nobody, because co-signing means they're gonna be looking for you. Okay? So when they come to you and ask you to co-sign, look at them and say no. But do you think that the daughter was right to press charges on her mother? That Did It said she handled it the way she felt was feasible. She knows the situation and she knows her mama. I can see that because this wasn't the first time she had done it either. Hold on one second. I'm going to send you a text in Messenger, Linda, that says here, and it's right above that. Look in your messages on Facebook, your Messenger, because I haven't seen your picture drop down, so I know you haven't seen it yet. Anyway, yeah, so she knows the situation and she knows her mama. That's true, because this wasn't the first time her mother had done it, and I'm sure that they had a conversation. If this child was trying to get into college at that time, I'm sure they had a conversation about that at the time to let her know that she didn't appreciate her using her credit. But if you're going to use your child's credit, and I don't think that you should, I think it should be against the law for you to use your child's credit. But if you gonna do it, if you feel that things have gotten so bad that that's what you need to do, the least you can do is not ruin your child's credit, not look at it as um, it gave you some ability, if you will, to just start all over again and not pay bills and not keep it like that's the bad part about it is that hold on. Hello, hello. And there you are. Now we do have some kind of feedback going on. Do you have more than 2 devices open?
Oh, hang on. Is that should be better?
If you do, like, turn the volume way down, yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
That's
I had
better. But say something again.
I had 2 open at once.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so we're talking about
You're
parents. Huh?
It's okay.
I
And
know
I
we
heard
got a
that part
delay.
about the credit. Yeah, I heard the
Yeah,
part
so we're
about
talking
the
about
credit.
parents using their kids' credit. What's your take on that? Do you think that they should be allowed to do it, or do you think there's rules to it, or what?
No, I don't. I know of people personally who have totally ruined their kids' lives because of their unscrupulous habits. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. What happens to the kid, let's say they screw the kids up credit up while they're young, and then they become an adult and they try to, do a major transaction or open an account, and their credit's been ruined for years because mom couldn't control herself. I just don't agree. Under no
Do you
circumstance.
really hear about fathers doing that to their kids? I'm just wondering.
Fathers are wrong too.
I mean,
Everybody,
have you ever heard of a father doing that?
no. I know people, and it was the mothers who did it. I knew the mothers who did it.
I'm thinking that maybe the reason why the mothers end up doing this because they probably are the custodial parent, and maybe just sometimes things get so bad that that's what they do. I couldn't imagine myself doing that unless I was trying to do something to build their credit up. But if you're not good with credit, you ain't gonna be good with my credit.
Yeah, and I understand when there's an urgency to a situation, but you need to fix it like ASAP so that your kids don't get touched by your problems.
I think you got to ask Jesus to fix it.
Yeah, that part.
Don't ask me. I don't know nothing about that. You got to ask Jesus. You got to ask God. You got to ask somebody else. I can't do it. I can't do it. Because like I said, if you wasn't good with your credit, you about to tear mine up. And I don't want that. I don't want no parts of it. I rebuke it.
My mom always taught us that once you have good credit, you do everything you can to keep it that way. Because credit is something we all need at some point in our lives.
Yeah, and my credit get anywhere around 750. I'm nervous.
Oh yeah.
I'm nervous. Because they, nowadays they be trying to come up with every little thing they can do to try to strike your credit down a few points.
I know.
They be trying it.
Yeah, you have
where
to be
you got credit, but you're not using the credit. Where you're using the credit, you're using too much of the credit. You weren't slow, but you didn't pay but once. Like, it's just, they don't want y'all to have no good credit. They don't want that. But if I go back to my maiden name, they won't know it's me.
Yeah.
No, I got the good other side of the family maiden name. I got the good maiden name, and my first name is already Jennifer.
My maiden name is too. So they would never know.
The whole time growing up, because we were the first to integrate our neighborhood, and they would be doing the roll call and Jennifer Beckham, present.
Beckham is a derivative of a German name, and it's spelled different ways, so that's why.
Yeah.
They thought you was German, cuz.
Girl, they wasn't expecting me.
No, not at all.
No matter where I went, they wasn't expecting me. So I did good on names. But you know what? If you think about my siblings' name, I'm sorry, y'all, I love you. But if you think about my siblings' names, I got off the best.
You did.
Me and Lawrence.
You was blessed in the name area.
Yeah, me and Lawrence got off good, but my daddy named me.
See?
And then with my youngest brother getting the name he got, my mother said, I wanted to name you something sound like your daddy's name. He was like, then why not just have named me a Junior?
Yeah, because usually when you use his name, it's usually in the female.
Right.
And usually
Okay, so I got over.
short for a longer version of that name.
I know. Okay, so we're gonna use a clip from the actual show, the So What You Think show. And this is the question that we were talking about. Why is X still on your profile? That the person you're dating has just that one somebody, not everybody that they've dated, but just that one person that maybe they were engaged to or something, and he doesn't delete all the pictures off his social media. You got a problem with that or no? What you think? Okay.
It's just social media.
All right.
I mean, it was a part of his life.
Okay.
Can't erase
memories. Okay.
As long as he's not reminiscing. It just depends. Yeah.
Sharice, you good with that?
Well, if you recall from our last conversation,
You're not gonna be on the social
I'm not going to be on his social media, so he can have everybody he dated in his social media. I don't care, because I'm not going to be on there.
Kanisha?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. I'm kind of undecided.
You kind of undecided?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Pictures, you know, all the pictures of them when they was all happy and whatnot, you know.
It depends on how long we've been in the relationship. I mean, after a while, I might expect them to come down, because why they still there?
That part, why they still there?
Yeah. I'm the be all that ends all. That's
What if he was married though? And it's a whole life, like with his kids and, you know.
Start a new page. Without, yeah. I don't need to see all that.
You don't want all that on there?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You know, I guess it would depend on what it was. Like if it was group pictures or, you know, stuff at parties or, you know, but if it's y'all all booed up, what you got all this on here?
That part.
You gonna confuse the people? You got these people gossiping on me out here. Cause you know they is, cause I be talking too if I seen those somebody saying, girl, you know what? Did you see on his page he still got pictures of that woman up?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Girl, maybe he ain't over, girl.
Why?
See, and I don't want my name put out there. Like, don't get me caught up in no foolishness. I don't see y'all saying nothing out there. What y'all think about that? Do y'all think that if your present had the past still on his social media or her social media with them all booed up, are you okay with that, or you got a problem with that? What say y'all? Is that a or it's okay? It's okay. Cause no, girl, I ain't. We're not gonna be doing none of that. I was trying to see if somebody had a comment. If not, I'm about to go on to the next subject. So we did the X's on his profiles, messing up your child's credit. Child, what y'all want to do stuff like that for? Girl, side note, R. Kelly brother is out here telling family secrets, and I wish he would get back in the closet with R. Kelly's song. Have you seen that yet?
No, I haven't.
I don't even want to talk about what it is, but let me just say, I wish they get back up in the closet. Just let that stay in the closet. Up in the family closet.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody want to hear about that.
That much this week, because I got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, I had a public service announcement for the men. Let me see if I can find it. Is this it? No, that's not it. Hold on. Public service announcement for the men. Oh, I hope I put it in here. I might have forgot to upload it. Let me check. I was uploading stuff at the last minute. Look up here in this part. Nope. I forgot to. You know what I think I did is uploaded the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll have to give y'all that PSA next time because I didn't get a chance to upload that one, but it was a good one. to try to help some of you men, because y'all be needing help sometimes dealing with the female mind. Because it's tricky up here, y'all. It's tricky up here. You think so, Linda? You think women are complicated?
Not really.
Really?
Maybe that's because I'm a woman. I think because I'm pretty straight from the hip. You know, I say what I mean and I mean what I say, but everybody isn't like that. I'm too old to be playing games.
You don't want to be repeating yourself?
Mm-mm.
I did have something down here I was going to say, but I'm going to leave this subject alone. I'll tell you about that later.
Oh, okay.
Girl, because number one, I ain't put the graphic up here to go with it, but it was a request for 2023 to 24. I know 23 is gone, but I wanted us to leave something in 2023. But I may start a section called "Leave It." Leave it in 2023. What about this? Loving a toxic family member. Tyler Perry said that he's okay with doing that now. That once you realize that you have a family member that's toxic, that sometimes the best thing to do is just to leave them be, or not so much that you're not dealing with them, but that it's okay to decide how you want to deal with them.
I agree, because I have a couple. I agree with them. You can love them, but love them from a distance. Present company excluded.
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. You know what
I
I'm
don't
talking
know nothing
about.
about them. I know nothing. I plead the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, and the 2nd.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about that. But yeah, I think that he's right. Sometimes, not just because people have gotten on drugs or, that they steal in or stuff like that. Sometimes people just messy or mean. And you just need to cut them out. Because even sometimes a family member want to be close enough to make it so that whatever they're saying about you sounds believable to people. So you
When
just have
dealing
to.
with anyone becomes a chore, it's time to wipe your hands. If you have to go through changes just to speak to someone or to be in close proximity with another person.
Yeah, then you got to do what you got to do. But he says that he's done with it. I know Oprah had to do that too.
Yeah, her mama was a hot mess.
Oh, girl, her mama was something else. And you know what I think she was? A narcissistic mother.
Yeah.
And because even with all that success that Oprah had, she still was able to make her feel like not good enough. I bought you a house, not good enough. I got you a make, not good enough. I'm taking not good enough.
Yeah, and
like
she
Tyler
did
Perry.
using her celebrity to get what she wanted. Until Oprah
Her
said,
mama didn't mind doing that.
Oh, she did it.
Oh yeah, she didn't mind doing that at all.
It made the papers. Some exclusive store in Milwaukee, she ran up the bill for the umpteenth time, and they sent the bill to Oprah, and Oprah said, I ain't paying that. You need to figure out.
I'm sure she did. I bet you she did, though.
She probably did, because she didn't want to hear no
one way or the other, because even if you're giving her money, you're paying for it. You know, and then do you really want the name out there that your mother has a bill that you're not paying? So see, people like that know exactly what they're doing when they're doing it, because they're like, you said that, but you're gonna pay it, because it's just gonna fall back on you, daughter.
And I know that she probably took very good care of her mother.
She did.
As she did her father. I know that because I met Vernon. He spoke volumes about her, and how wonderful she was to him.
Yeah, I met him. I met him a couple times. Had a chance to talk with him, take pictures with him at the.
Very nice gentleman.
At the thing,
At the Fam Bam.
Yeah, he was real sweet. Yeah, but yeah, I remember she said a long time ago. She said I could buy my father. She said I can buy my mother a cruise, and she'll still be like, but you ain't let all my friends come, or you didn't get me the best luggage, or it's always gonna be something. She said, but I asked my daddy what he want. He's like, baby, just get me some tires for my truck. As much money as this woman had.
That's how he was. He didn't want anything.
Yeah. Didn't care nothing about that. Just wanted the best for her. So I know. Wow, that's really something. You think about it, that's really something. I had not really thought about that before. That probably her mother was a narcissistic mother.
Mm-hmm. You hit the nail
And
on
when
the head.
you ever hear her talk about what happened at the end when her mother passed away?
Yeah, I read an article about a month ago. It was a very long article about the end of her, how she had gone to see her mother and all that, and how she had made her peace, with herself regarding her relationship with her mother. So
Yeah,
yeah.
she said all the things she wanted to say. She
Mhm.
let her mother say what she wanted to say. It was all very organized, if you will. Nothing about it was really emotional.
Mhm.
Because even
Vernon's
to the
death hit her
end,
hard, though.
oh yeah,
Vernon's
but even
death really touched a nerve for her.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But even to the end, she gave her no emotion.
Mm-mm.
It's like she wanted to leave her with that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I hurt you on my way out the door. But I'm still gonna give you nothing, daughter. But that was something.
It
That
was.
was something. So I have a question about something else.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever notice, and this is in my opinion, that men seem to really hate on other men that try to give up the game? Be that Steve Harvey, or there's a couple other guys that do videos. They can't stand them men. But Kevin Samuels, they will either quietly or out loudly, if you will, be touting him every step of the way. But let one man say, you shouldn't let somebody talk to you like that. Or, if a man tells you that he's running game, or, they'll come run, oh no, this brother talking to, don't y'all listening to that? Steve Harvey done been divorced 49 times, yada, yada.
He was with
But
the wrong person 48 times. He finally got
possibly
it
so.
right.
Yeah, he seems to be very happy now, but if these people could, they would get in there and tear their marriage too.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved his girl. Let the man love his girl, her family, all that. Even though they've been very quiet lately, but I just think that that's crazy how they'll
They
come for
do.
Steve just
My
because.
husband's brother did that to him, tried to do that to him when we got married, because he
Mhm.
was a player. And
Mhm.
when he announced to the family that we were getting married, oh, they had a whole bunch to say. How whipped
Mhm.
he was. He was, just everything negative about him. And he was like, look, we're getting married. That's who I'm marrying. That's who's going to be sleeping next to me. And you don't pay no bills, so shut up.
Mhm. Sometimes for people too, it's about who said it. What does
Mm-hmm.
it matter who said it? If you're a father talking to your daughter and you tell her, look, if a man tells you this, tries that, do that, don't fall for that, that's some game. That's
Mm-hmm.
okay. But if Steve Harvey writes that and puts it in a book, he's all kinds of names, and I can't stand him, and y'all be listening to him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know some of these daddies been some of the biggest players out here in the street, some of the biggest liars, manipulators, and I'm not
Look,
saying all men are that because that's not how I
I know
feel.
my husband was for 30 some odd years. He
Hmm.
was before he met me. So,
Them be the ones complaining and the ones who are low key,
mm-hmm.
quietly that kind too. Don't otherwise, why are you defending? Why are you defending folks doing that? That kind of stuff always confuses me. Whenever I'm hold on, let me turn this sideways so we match. Whenever I'm I forgot what I was about to say, but I know it was something about Steve Harvey. But it just always confuses me that people complain so much about Steve. Just what I feel is giving honest advice to women. But these men can claim that they're the straightest arrow, the nicest guy. Then why do you care that this man is trying to preserve somebody else's heart or feelings from being, um, you know, misused? Why would you care?
I'm shaking my head. I had a conversation with my best friend who lives in Vegas,
Hmm.
and she was widowed 2 years ago in March. Although her husband wasn't wealthy, they worked very well together to acquire what they have. They live in a gated community, a couple of Mercedes Benzes and a truck. They're in a very nice area. and she's very much engaged in her community. She's the one that has a podcast, and she's been approached by several men in her congregation.
Mm-hmm.
So one she named after a nearby town because it took him 2 hours to come and see her. But he had let her know from the get-go he wanted to be married. He wanted to get married right away. He lost his wife about a month or two before she lost her husband. But they had seen each other in passing over the years because they both belonged to the same church. The other guy, he works at the church. I won't say what his position is. He's not a minister, but he worked at the church. And he would see her too. And he finally approached her and said, I'd like to date you. And she said she wasn't getting the warm fuzzies or anything. So, but he finally narrowed it down to Mother's Day. And she said he had asked her on previous occasions on the phone, what are you looking for in a man? What do you like? What do you dislike? And she said, I'm looking for a man who loves God. I'm looking for a good conversationalist. She talked about hygiene. She talked about having bank accounts and owning property because she has all of that, right? She didn't want anybody to come in less than, because she had struggled with her husband to get where she is. Long story short, I'm going to call him Buster. Buster finally asked her out for Mother's Day, and he goes, have you ever been to TGI Fridays? And she was like, because she doesn't go to places like TGI Fridays. Not that there's anything wrong with it. That's something she would do with her girlfriends or something, but
not her thing.
Because of what she does for a living, she used to go into some very name-worthy places in Las Vegas. And she happened to not be home one night. She got home late and she returned his phone call. And he in a roundabout way, he wanted to know where she had been. So she said she had been to, who's the guy that owns Hell's Kitchen? The guy that has a cooking show. He has
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, he has a restaurant in Vegas. So she and her niece had gone there. And he's like, how much does it cost to go there? And she didn't want to say it, but what she wanted to say is if you have to ask, you can't afford it. So she said, well, we went Dutch and my portion was $150. And he's like, well, I got your message the first time. I'm not rich, so I guess you're not interested. And I was like, did he really need to say that when he was the one that kept pursuing her? It made no sense at all.
So he got mad that she didn't want to go to that restaurant?
Well, she said she just wasn't feeling him. And it was well, you don't celebrate, but Mother's Day is a real crazy holiday for a lot of people, especially if you're eating out, because people are waiting for you to get up. They're lined up 300 deep at the door waiting to get the next open spot. And she just didn't feel like that hassle. So she was saying, let's just do a rain check. We'll do it another time. And he got PO'd because he felt she was turning her nose up at him because he wanted to take her to Applebee's. So I told her, I said, sis, you are the whole package. You're attractive. She's extremely well educated. And I said, I hate to say this to you. I said, but there's a lot of people who've been watching you because you've been a member of this church for a long time. I know your situation, but they don't. They think she has money. And that's okay. But somebody on the outside looking in, wanting a piece of what she's got, they're just trying to get a piece of what she's got. They're not really just interested in her as an individual. So I told her, keep your standards. Let them come up to yours if they want to be in your circle. I said, but don't lower your standards for anybody because you're going to end up unhappy. So we agreed on that subject.
Yeah. Sometimes people just don't take rejection well when you say, I don't like you like that, or I'm not attracted to you like that. Do you ever watch that show, Pop the Balloon and Find Love?
I've seen some clips of that.
Girl, that thing be having me cracking up sometimes.
Did you see the one where this dude came on? He was like a rapper or something. And all the women popped their balloons one after the other like 5 times.
Oh, Lord.
Anything was.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. But one guy came on there. He was so ignorant and walked away with the finest girl out there. I mean, he was like, "You ain't none of my type. You, matter of fact, you ain't even on my level." You know, and she was like,
I would
"Well,
have been
I'm not really attracted. Well, you did me a favor, cause I wasn't gonna pick you no way." Like he was
wow.
doing too much. But yeah, but what I was gonna say is that they must really have a good vetting system, or
Hmm.
really talk to those people, because so far nobody's gotten upset. They usually, the person, because she just flats out will ask, because it seems like it's more a social experiment, and then
Hmm.
she'll say, "Well, why did you pop your balloon?" And they got to give an answer. So they maybe just be like, "I just wasn't attracted to you." She'd be like, "What in particular?" "I
Hmm.
didn't like the way his head is shaped, or I didn't like what he's wearing." Then a lot of people can take hearing the truth like that no more.
I know.
Because,
No, you
I
can't.
wonder if I could. I think I could do it. I think I could hear it.
No, I don't need to
Yeah.
be on
I'd
that
be
show.
like, "I understand, child. I get it."
I don't need to be on that show.
You'll be like the other girl was. She was like, "First of all, you look like a Ninja Turtle." She was like, "You ain't that cute. You
Oh
look
yeah.
like a Ninja Turtle." And then he said, "Nah, baby girl." She said, "You look like you probably live in your mama's basement." He said, "I live downtown. I'm a certified plumber."
All
He said,
right
"I could
now.
pull 100K at the bank. Can you do that?"
Nope.
I was like, "Oh, okay." So I think the girl that chose him thought to herself, "Long as I keep him happy and he ain't clowning with me, I don't care if he clowning y'all."
Yeah. Yeah.
Until he clowning you,
Yeah.
you know. Because
Wow.
that sounds like he has some insecurities to me.
We wouldn't have left together. I know that.
Absolutely not. So
Mm-mm.
listen, before we start talking about what was on the page this week, what was kind of hot on the page this week, I just wanted to say that there's a new trend, and I think about to hit. It could not, I don't know. But the way this brother was sporting it, first we had sagging pants, and now this.
Yeah, man. Don't mess with Val. Val the man, man. Val the man. You got that red. He the man. Freedom.
What is that?
No, thank you very much.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to kill it. What is that?
Oh
Woo!
my goodness.
Oh my God. Girl, I thought it almost got me. I didn't know what that was. I thought a bug had got on the screen.
Yeah, it looked like a new breed of insect or something.
Oh my God. First we had to put up with these sagging pants, and now all this.
Oh, and the short suits. Remember the tailor suits with the shorts?
I take them back. But this whole thing with this thing
No,
sticking up this big, and then you gonna dye it red on the end. What is we doing? That look like the cicada left behind some love children down here. I'm not going for it, girl. I had to get my spray out
Oh no.
to kill it. I don't have that thing in here. I don't have that thing coming in. If I could see my child bringing something like that in my house, I'd be like, "Girl, if you don't close my door and take that boy back out of here." And he could be the nicest guy ever. Who knows? But I know I could not.
Could
No,
be, but
not over here.
I want to
Oh
find
wait,
out.
we missed something somebody said here. Steve Topic. Read that, cuz. Can you see that?
Yeah, Steve Harvey topic. Credibility is everything. The devil could tell the truth, but would an attorney place him on the witness stand? Lot of guys don't rock with Steve.
Because he's telling the truth. That's the reason why y'all don't rock with Steve. See, if Steve told a lie, then you could come back and say, "Well, Steve told a lie when he said that right there." But what did Steve say? Did you read the book?
I
Steve
did.
basically told women to stop playing house with folks. He told folks to stop sleeping around with a bunch of people. He told people to stop putting up with people who disrespect you. Now that's kind of funny, because just yesterday, right? Segueing back into what was on the page, the hot topic yesterday was, and I'm going to read you exactly what the caption on this post said. It says, "Stop being too nice to men that dog you out. You need to treat him the same way and cut him off." What you think about that?
I tend to agree with it. I'm not saying every guy is like that, you know, a low down dirty dog, but there's some guys, as long as they're getting what they want from you, it's fine. But you don't have to bend over backwards for every person you meet. You don't have to sleep with every guy you meet. You know, have some standards about yourself, for goodness sakes.
But he is right in that him saying you can't be too nice to someone that's dogging you out and treating you poorly.
You shouldn't.
He said you have to come with the same energy and leave that person alone. But people who are nice tend to think that to cut people off is to be mean. So he was saying you're going to have to be mean and cut them off. Not stay around and dog them out, not stay around and play games. He was just simply saying you have to be mean, bring the same energy by leaving that person alone. That's what you have to do. Stop hanging around to be dogged out. So I think that in reading Steve's book, and it's not like, see, I had a dad, I had brothers, I have cousins. I didn't need Steve to write a book to give me some advice. But in looking at what he wrote, it was no different than anything my father, my brothers, my cousins would have said. And I don't think there was no player bigger than my brother that was out here doing the doggone thing.
I don't either.
Living the life. Okay. So, but my brother would tell me things all throughout my life. So if a man does that, that means this. If this right here happened, you watch your back on that. And that's just what it is. And if my daddy had wrote a book, they'd have really been hating on that.
I know.
And that's just all it is to it. But Steve didn't write nothing in that book about mistreating anybody or talking about nobody or any of that. He simply was giving the same advice he would have gave to his daughters to a lot of women who actually need some advice from a man like that. Because when you go talking to your girlfriends, some of them are broken, and you ask them, well, what you think? You think I ought to give them another chance?
Yeah,
and what your broken girlfriend gonna say?
Give him another chance.
He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah.
How do you know? Are you sleeping with him?
And that was a whole married man in that movie. And what did Savannah mama tell her to do?
Keep on. Stay with him.
Right. Let me see what So Did That says. No, we don't mind the truth. We don't like the back and forth that Steve does. I don't understand what that means. He doesn't seem to adhere to what he says. So what? He ain't talking to you. He's talking to women. And he ain't perfect. The advice is for women. Or do y'all really want to leave women in a position to be used, abused, taken advantage of, and lied to by you? Why is that so entertaining to men? That you would be upset that somebody would be trying to help somebody not be a fool?
Steve even said on his show once that a lot of men don't like him because they feel like he's giving away their trade secrets.
So what? And you know, and it's not really trade secrets, it's common sense. You understand? But I used to say a lot that a lot of men would try to use the word a woman is insecure to get her to fall back and get in, you know, to be quiet. Or we're going to see you as a woman who's like this if you don't. That's okay if you do. That's okay if you do. I'm not a combative person, but I'm not afraid to speak my mind either. But I know how to speak my mind respectfully. I know how to speak my mind as a woman dealing with a man. I've been raised by my father. I wasn't raised by no piece of trash out here in the street. I got a whole lot of good sense. Okay? A whole lot. But I do think that that's what goes into play. I think men are so busy trying to keep the playbook going, keep all the men's secrets going, that you're upset that Steve told some things. So what that he told him? And what that he told him? If long as that ain't you doing them, what does it matter? You should be relieved that maybe your child, daughter, granddaughter may read that later on and be able to garner some good sense out of that.
And
do you think it was really the 90-day rule that did it? Because them women weren't following them 90 days. But do you think it was that he said that really made the men mad?
It was that they didn't control the situation anymore.
What?
They were not in charge anymore.
See, I'm gonna get at women, because with the way Listen, honestly, if you take a look at the book, Steve was really talking to women about the mistakes they're making,
Mm-hmm.
stuff they need to stop doing. Like you said, you sleeping with everybody, you treating somebody like they your husband, calling them your husband, acting like he your husband. Girl, he ain't signed on for this job. He's a temporary worker.
Mm-hmm. Temporarily working towards what he wants.
Ask men what they think as opposed to saying you have the answer about them. I'm giving my opinion about them, which I can do. And I don't have an issue because see, I'm about to tell you, you're about to get on my nerves because this is carrying over from yesterday. I'm not in the mood for you to be trying to read who you think I am, how you think I am, because you don't know me. Okay?
Whoa.
I'm not in the mood for that today.
Mm.
Just like you have strong opinions, so do I. I done grown up around a whole bunch of folks that you don't know nothing about. So my opinions are not shaped upon Steve Harvey, you, and nobody else. But I do have good sense and I know how to watch situations and look at people and figure things out. That's what I do know how to do. Now let me continue to be cool up in here because I'm trying to tell you I'm not in the mood for that today. In the meantime, in the in-between time.
Like the video, like the video, like the video. Like the video. Like the video. So we can get on back to the show, y'all. Come on. Stop all that dancing and like the video.
Like good sense is a problem up in here. Okay? Now, back to that. I don't need no corrections on. I need to ask men how they think. I have a whole talk show where I ask people what they think. I have a page where I ask people what they think every day. I don't have an issue with hearing people's opinions. Maybe you have an issue with hearing somebody's opinion. I don't. Go ahead, cuz, when I find this next topic.
Well, does anyone else have anything else to say on that subject?
We just got a while.
Okay. I see it now.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have any personal experiences they'd like to share? Any insight?
Well, here's the next subject I'm going to move to that was popular on the page this week. A father wants to know if his job is to put food in his baby mama's refrigerator. They are not together. That was one Sharice had posted.
Yeah, I kind of had mixed emotions about that. But at the end of the day, if she has custodial, if she has custody of the child, custodial custody, and you know there's a shortage of food, I wouldn't just take food to my child. I would just give her some food, or just, if you don't want to give her money, take some groceries over there. It doesn't have to be like a whole week's worth, but enough to tide her over until she gets paid or something, because you don't want your child lacking. And then you don't want to build animosity between your child and other children that may be in the home. If you're, like the dad bringing lunch to his kid alone and not bringing lunch to the other kids, because children will be children. And maybe she's just not good with money, or she just broke as a joke and just ain't got it like that. I don't know, but
or maybe that $100 ain't going that far.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know that it's a hard thing for any parent because some women have to pay child support, some men have to pay child support, but you got to know that your $114 ain't did nothing up in there for the month. This child is eating, bills, food, clothes, insurance, incidentals. Can I have? So yeah, maybe she ran short on groceries or he ran short on groceries. What's the problem with putting some groceries in the refrigerator? Why are you complaining about some groceries in the refrigerator? If you can afford to help, do that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time somebody's daughter had outgrew her bed. She was literally 6'2",
Mm-hmm.
sleeping in a twin size bed.
Oh no.
And she asked her father, who made over 130,000 a year, to buy her another bed. And he asked me, well, what you think about that? You think I ought to get her a bed? Because I already pay child support, blah, 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 blah. I was like, why is this even a discussion? Your child needs a bed. What you scared?
Yeah.
If you buying it for your daughter and you putting the bed in her room, what is the question here?
Just buy the bed.
And put some groceries in there. Why don't you just, I mean, really? Same thing with any mother. What is the question here? Your baby needs something, provide it. Your teenager needs something, provide it. And let's move on. It didn't work out. Y'all had them kids. They didn't have y'all.
Right.
Do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go on and say it. Let me back up and say this one more thing so I can tie this thing up with a bow. Because I want to make this unresoundingly clear. Okay. I take the time out, right, to take a show that was all female based, which was really just about laughing and talking about dumb topics. That was really what the show was supposed to be about. Light laughter. What would you do if somebody left you some money and your family wanted some, things like that. But then the show took a turn and we were talking about more serious issues. And so what I decided to do was to bring men onto the panel so that men could speak for themselves. So that men could come on and share their opinion. So that men could come onto a show that I paid produce for. And we could have just had it all women. I could have kept it like that. More time for me, more stools for me to buy, blah, 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 just so that men could come on and have an opinion. So don't come over here with that. You're still welcome on the page, but please, stop. I ain't Oprah. Now y'all gonna get this, what I think. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not over here, don't do that. But anyway, we voted that we're gonna put food on the table for the baby no matter.
I think that's the right thing to do.
So it appears that Tiana Taylor's ex-husband now wants her to give back all the gifts that he bought her.
Under the court of law, when you give a gift to someone, they ain't got to give it back.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
It's simply that, a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, we're talking about real property and their name is the only name on the deed of trust, then that can come into play. But come on, really, Iman? Come on, man.
And he want her to run him some money.
Uh-huh.
He want her to run him some money. See, you know what? This is why you got to have a prenup. Because love is good when it's good, but when it get bad, people want the print off the china. Don't want the china, but I will take the print off the china. Thank you very much, Your Honor. I don't want the dog, but I want the dog's collar. I paid for that. Girl, I would just get my stuff and be gone.
Mm-hmm.
What we fighting over? I mean, what is all this about? I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get, and I'm gone. And I definitely ain't coming back to court no more to talk about it no more.
She was making money before she met him. I mean, she may not have been making the money she's making now, but she was making money. So it's not like she came into the relationship broke. He needs to find some business to mind. That was.
I hope y'all can't hear what I'm thinking, because let me fix my face, child. Here we go.
Go ahead, girl.
No, I'm done. I won't say I can't believe he said that or wants that, but that was a very childish attitude to take on my part.
Yeah, nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Mm-mm. Something else that was posted on the page this week was baby mamas, he left you and not his child. Children need their fathers. And I agree with that. That's whether if he paying child support, coming to see the kids, if he don't show up but twice a year, once every 2 years, they still need their fathers.
I
Because no
agree.
matter what it is, you picked her.
And when the child is old enough to make a decision, the child will never speak ill of your ex or the baby daddy.
I would
Let
never.
junior or juniorette figure it out when they're old enough to make their own decisions.
Yeah, I would have never made any kind of disparaging remark about a child's father.
Right.
Never. And that's the same thing for mothers. That if she ain't but around but a little bit, if she busy running the street, whatever it is she doing, let the child figure that out later on. But in the meantime, ain't no need in trying to stop them from seeing their child or spend time with them. I don't care if they ain't paying no child support. If they want to see the child, that's what's more important than their money.
I agree.
And stay out of his business. If he dating somebody else with somebody, ain't none of that none of your business. If she dating somebody, ain't none of that none of your business.
And you don't have to like that person because obviously he chose her or she chose him.
You mean the new person?
Yeah, the new person.
Girl, now you know folks be cutting up over them new people. You know folks be cutting up over them new people.
I know, because they're not through with the old person yet.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Let me see what else made it on here. Oh, well, no, there's no man here to discuss that one. So, I mean, I don't know if there's any men on here because they haven't said anything. I think we had one. He might have left. I'm not really sure. But I just wanted to, you know what? Let me tell you something why I'm so passionate, if you will, or that makes me so angry when people start that stuff up. Because, Linda, I go so far out of my way to include men in what I'm doing. I always have. I will put up posts and ask them to speak. I used to put up posts and not even allow women to talk on a subject until an hour or two later and let the men have the floor by themselves because I wanted them to be able to facilitate expressing their opinion on their own without women, getting in it. So it hurts my feelings when people come and accuse me of that because you think I'm such a, and that's what I'm saying. And usually people have my personality spelled out all wrong and I get exhausted sometimes dealing with who you think I am. You don't know me. So just cut it out already. They do not take the time, and I think that's what happens to people. They don't take the time to really read through what it is that they're seeing or hearing or whatever the case may be. Some days these posts are going to be about men. Some days these posts are going to be about women. Some days it's going to be about both. Why are we going to sit here and act like men don't have issues that women have to deal with? Why are we going to sit here and act like women don't have issues that men have to deal with? Why we got to pretend like we all got the exact same issues? God did not make us exactly the same. You have more testosterone. I have more estrogen. These two things alone say we ain't going to do things exactly the same. I'm going to have a propensity to something you're not. I'll have a propensity to cry just due to estrogen. You have a propensity to want to fight just due to testosterone. And I don't mean women. Just, how men see each other, they roughhouse each other. Hey, man, how you doing? Men just have a propensity to be a little rough with things because you got more testosterone. That's just what it is. Or I could just act stupid, and act like I don't know nothing and I need somebody to tell me everything.
That would be no fun.
That's not me. That's not me.
No, it isn't.
But after I go out of my way to make something a place for you to come to, girl, don't come up in here talking about what I ain't did. Do it over on your page, and then I'm going to come over there and criticize what you talking about. How about you do that? Now, I said I was leaving it alone 2 times ago, but I told you that's carrying over from yesterday. I done had enough. Let me see who's gonna be big enough to say I'm sorry. Right. Okay. All right. Unfair child support. I didn't see this one. This is one cousin Anthony had put up.
He's got some good ones, hasn't he?
He always puts up some good ones. He got to come in here and discuss with us one night.
I know.
That's on the same thing. Why do fathers have to fight to see their kids? Let's see. Let's see what else was on here for this week. I'm gonna find one more. Oh, Kanisha. Woo. Wait, I went back to last week. Hold on. So let's say 50-50 relationships.
No such thing.
You don't like that?
There's no such thing.
50-50?
No.
50-50?
Are you talking about duties in the relationship, duties in the home?
You know what I think about 50-50 relationships? That somebody ain't never been married or scared to be in a relationship, that you now need to turn it into a business deal.
That's why I said there's no such thing, because there are times when I know I do way more than my husband does. And I have to now because he's not well. Mm-hmm. But so what? We've been together almost 30 years. That's part of the, that's part of the deal. And there were times when I wasn't able to do things, when I got really sick in 2013. I was sick for months, and he did a very good job of taking care of me and told me, don't worry. And I didn't, because everything ran smoothly. I couldn't even bathe myself. He had to literally put me in and out of the tub because I had shoulder surgery. I couldn't do anything. Mm-hmm. So, no, there's no such thing as 50-50. And if I had to mow the grass, I would, but I choose not to, and I don't. And if it comes down to that, I will hire somebody to do it because I ain't pushing a lawnmower.
Yeah. I loved being married when I was married. Just, the institution of marriage. I really enjoyed it. I really did not. I hated, no, I want to say I did not. I hated to have to choose to have to divorce, because I'm a relationship-oriented person. I'm not a person that has issues with a man taking the lead, any of those things. Like, I don't come with those kind of issues and problems. Like, that's not something that's an issue or problem for me. As long as you are a kind, considerate type person. And, I don't know if one day I had to break down to you. It really didn't even make sense that my ex was the way that he was. It just did not make sense. But I don't think he could help. I don't think he could help it. I just couldn't do it no more.
And, I don't want to get all deeply religious about it, but God did not mean for us to be by ourselves. He made us social beings.
Right.
So
I agree with that.
I don't get it. I enjoyed being married the first time until he started acting a fool. Mm-hmm. When I said till death do we part, I meant it, but towards the end it was going to be my hand or God's hand. So I figured it was best to just go on and leave him behind.
Yeah, and we were very amicable. We did not fight about money. We did not fight. I wasn't trying to get, and I'm telling you, I walked away from some money. You heard me?
Girl, I wish we were talking then, because I would have tried to beat some sense into your head.
That's what my daddy told me later. He was like, you shouldn't have did that, baby. He said, now you was a fool on that daughter. I said, yeah, but I just wanted peace. I wanted to choose peace and just be, I didn't want no more issues.
But I understand what you're saying, because I could have sued for, I should have gotten alimony because we've been married for 16 years. But to make things easy, I just wanted to be done, because he just turned me off so bad in so many different ways, and he was not a husband. Period.
I wouldn't even have had to sue. I did not ask for alimony, and I wasn't even working when we divorced. I did not ask for alimony. I did not ask for his 401k. I did not ask for part of the home that we had just bought in Beverly. I just wanted to be gone.
I know.
Now, I shouldn't have did that in hindsight. Now.
You should not have. I did that with.
I should have did that, girl.
I did that with a minor child who's also disabled, but God worked it out where I didn't need his money.
Mm-hmm.
Won't he do it? And that was
Sure.
before I met and married my husband. He worked it out ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah.
God, I don't know what I did, but I thank you.
So listen, I know there are 3 or 4 of you out there watching. Does anybody want to come up? You all had to excuse me for my. No, I'm not even gonna say excuse me for my outburst. It was coming. See, you keep calling for it, you're gonna get it. Cause I done called for peace a few times.
Come on, say
So
something.
I'm just saying. Did
Say
anybody want to come up? Let me put the link down in the. Let me see. Let me figure out how to do this now. I got to figure out how to. Oh, if I leave, Linda, if I leave and don't come back right away, I'm coming back.
Okay. I'll
Let me
just
copy the link and put it
do
down
what I'm
in the.
ready to do.
Okay, wait. Let me guess. Invite guest. Copy. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. So does anyone else have anything to say about 50-50 relationships? Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's reasonable? Why or why not? And just drop your comments down in the chat, or you can, if you've got the link, go ahead and link in on StreamYard, and that way we'll be able to see you and hear you. And don't be shy. Oh, and while I'm at it, don't forget to click like and share. We're trying to get monetized here. Okay, she went away, but she's coming back. And because there's no one logged in yet, I can't see. Oh, she's coming back.
I's back.
Nothing.
I's back. So I did drop the link down in the. I did drop the link down in the comment.
Okay.
Oh wait, wait, hold on. I gotta cut this off. Go away. Okay, there you go. But anyway, I dropped the link down there. If anybody wants to come up and comment, talk, apologize.
I think you can forget about that last part.
Girl, please. I'm one of the sweetest, most well-balanced people I know when it comes to people. They don't play with me like that. She get tired. Oh, it's 7 of y'all in here. I got a message for y'all. Come on, dance with me and like the video.
Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. So we can get on back to the show, y'all. Come on. Stop all that dancing and like the video.
I was working it out, girl.
Girl, I was too. I'll be over here get down. Hello, Smoothie Locks. I think that's what that means. Come on in and talk with us. Come on, I put the link down there. Come on in and have a little discussion with us. It's 8 of y'all in here. We trying to clap it up for the 8. I'm trying not to show out over here no more. I ain't meaning to show out, but y'all, you know, you hit my soft spot, child. I couldn't help myself. I ain't know what had happened. Well, look, here's one of my favorite memes.
Oh yeah, I got that one on my phone. I saved it for my daughters.
When you leave a relationship where the Holy Spirit clearly told you not to get into,
that's what happens to you.
That's how you leaving.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you going, girl.
Beat up,
and boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's how y'all going. Jacked up. But you know what? Sometimes you be like, you know what's funny? Them the ones they leave from. I'm in love. I love him. I love him. I'm like, girl, do you see yourself? Do you see yourself?
But I loved it, did him.
Yeah, but do you see yourself? Do you see yourself?
It was so good. It was.
Do you see yourself?
Girl, I know.
Do you see yourself?
I know.
Girl, that'd be the best love. Folks
Mhm.
be so in love they don't know what to do. Oh, you know what? I should have did this for myself earlier.
Craig, calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Oh my God.
Down. Yeah, that's a good one.
Sorry. I should have calmed down. Calm down. Calm down. I should have. I'm sorry, y'all. Ain't nobody coming in here to talk tonight. What is y'all doing? Y'all see the link down there in the thing?
You know what the problem is? That's
Come up here and said something about all this stuff we done talked about. We done talked about putting credit in your child's name, and you know you ain't had no business doing that. People be doing that. They be putting stuff in the kid's name.
Ronald says
We
hello.
talked about, hey, I was waiting for you to make your weekly appearance. I'm like, where he at? Where's my Ronnie?
Close the window coverings.
Yes. Look, I be like, where's my Ronnie? Where is he? We ain't seen him this week. What's going on? We done talked about whether or not if it's okay to let a toxic family member go just because their family do that mean that they gotta stick around, and be in your close company. Why men hate Steve Harvey so much just because he's talking too much and telling all the game. Let me rephrase that. Why have the men who have expressed that they can't stand Steve how come they can't stand Steve? Is it because he has expressed giving up the secrets? See how there's too much effort. Y'all better come up here. Somebody better come up here and talk with us tonight. What is wrong with y'all? Come on up in there. Somebody come say something. Okay, so what else did we talk about? The new hairdo that's coming out.
Oh no.
For those who may have missed it.
Yeah, man. Don't mess with Val. Val the man, man. Val the man. You got that red. He the man. So real.
Grown ball.
He looked like that one cousin that's a lot of fun though. Just had you cracking up, and you be thinking to yourself, boy, you need to take that mess down off your head. You should take that off your head. Could you imagine Big Mama saying that?
What would Daddy Rube say? That's the question.
Oh, I don't even remember to know.
Come here. Come on.
But I know it wouldn't have been.
What?
Look, I'd have liked to see one of my daddy's grandkids walking there with that on. He'd have clowned him till he was tired.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that would have been. Well, I guess ain't nobody coming up here to talk with us, Linda. But I will just start to sign off there and say how much I really appreciated you coming up and talking with us and hanging out, giving us your opinion. Trying to keep.
Calm down. Calm down.
You did a good job with that. Hey, I mean, you tried, girl. You tried. But I appreciate you coming up. I do miss that none of our ladies came out and had anything to say. But maybe it's men. Maybe it's men in that. Maybe it's men actually watching tonight. Because they don't like to come up and talk.
I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that talked is usually the only one.
They want to be keyboard gangsters,
Is that what?
But I ain't the one to come from like that. I ain't the one to do that with, Not because I'm mean, but I don't have. Girl, I got so much going on in my life and space. I don't have time for that.
I know.
Baby, we got a lot going on over here. Okay.
Yeah.
We trying to get it one day at a time over here. Yeah. Anyway, cuz I always appreciate you jumping on and talking with us and sitting in as co-host tonight.
I skipped my lotion tonight trying to hurry up and get my clothes on.
Girl, look, I went out of here and forgot to put lotion on my feet and was out here in these streets, girl, looking like I had been kicking powder.
Not like Ashy Larry. No, not the. Oh, no.
Girl, I was Ashy Mary today. I needed Jesus to show up and perform a miracle on my foot. Oh, people looking at me like she dressed up, but look at her feet. Oh. They all rustic. I'm like, oh my God. Black people can't miss a lotion one day. in the summertime, baby. You might get away with it in the winter, but you better not try. You better not try it in the summertime. And I'm out here with sandals on, girl. It was
Shame on
bad.
you.
Look, I know Cheryl waiting to say something because I had to take her to the store today.
Oh, Cheryl will talk about you.
Oh, she'll stop and be like, don't stand over here by me.
I don't want people to know.
Because she's not gonna be associated with it. No, she's not. You're not about to Cheryl be sharp in her hat and gloves and everything, baby. You ain't about to embarrass her at the half step, and she don't do that. She don't do that. Anyway, girl, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for tuning in again. All 5, 4, 7, 6. We got all the way up to 8 people.
Hey,
Yay!
Call me when you sign off.
I will. But thank you guys. Love you all. And we definitely look forward to seeing you next week.
What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Hey.
Good night.